Good morning, everyone. Today is the 4th of November. This is Brad Matheny. This is the Plan Your Trade video for the week of the election. Now, I put together a couple of special videos last week highlighting what was going on, and one with gold yesterday and silver, indicating that we're moving into, and I'll try to highlight this real quick. Make this a darker color, make this a darker color and show you that we're pretty much moving into this sideways flagging, which is part of the excess phase peak pattern, ultimately trying to potentially break down into this area, which I had drawn last week, down here to around the 557, 558 area on the SPY. It does look like we're going to maybe get to that after the election. So sometime possibly over in this area, getting some sort of a breakdown. And what that means is, like I said, we're moving into kind of a delayed recovery phase after the election. Okay. My research shows that we are probably going to stay very flat through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even Thursday, Friday, all week long. And so I'm going to come over here and show you the cycle patterns. We have a top resistance today, setting up a flat down tomorrow, the election day, moving into a breakaway, then a rally, then a counter trend rally. So a top resistance today means that I'm going to alter this a little bit, but means that we're going to run into some sort of topping. Okay. We're going to run into some peaking pattern today. Then we're going to have the flat down tomorrow, which I've already highlighted here with this green bar, greenish blue. I'm moving it up a little bit, indicating that we're going to try to hold this support level around 556 or 566, 567. And then we move into the uh, breakaway in carryover mode and then the rally. And that's going to look like this: the breakaway in carryover mode, and then the potential rally, trying to find some sort of an upward peak here, which I believe is again going to be trading into this area as resistance. So I'll mark this as green. Actually, I'll mark it as a dark red. So we are going to stay within this range. Let me get rid of some of these and some of these. We are pretty much going to stay within this range between here and here. I would suggest over the next week, we are going to stay within this channel, likely building lows off of this channel, building our sideways consolidation phase, which is the excess phase peak pattern, and then moving into a potential breakdown pattern after the election. And I really think that's going to come more along the 8th or ninth. So kind of in this area here, 7th, 8th, ninth, 10th, 11th. I think we're going to get a breakdown. And that's going to be really the play of the week. We're going to be moving into more consolidation and congestion getting out over here, where an anomaly event is likely around November 10th or 11th. So, again, I think we're going to get a downward bar today. It won't be massive, it'll be probably into this range, trying to hold up support. We're going to move into a flat day tomorrow. See if I can get this. There we go. Kind of a flat down day tomorrow, setting up with the election. Then we move into sideways rally, consolidate, consolidate, consolidate. And we're not going to really see much movement through November in the markets. I mean, yeah, after November 10th, 11th, 12th, I think we have a good chance of an anomaly event, but we're not going to see any big movement. Now, I haven't drawn the cycle patterns out on the QQQs, was very busy last week, but we are looking at that anomaly event taking place. You can see how we've got this trending, moving down today, likely again moving into this kind of a lower channel, and I will draw them as a box again, likely moving into this kind of lower channel here, and setting up this upper channel here, likely staying into this range throughout the next 2 or 3 days. So we could break down, setting up some sort of an anomaly event back over here and targeting either this 478 or 472 level. Really, what I'm trying to tell you is that, expect a fairly flat week. In fact, it'd probably be good for you guys not to really trade until Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe. I think it's going to be not really worth it today and tomorrow to try to engage in the markets, but we shall see. Okay, gold and silver. I did an update that gold and silver were struggling to break away from this flagging. I did it last night, fairly late, and I think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to stay in this flagging formation. You can see here, I really do think, I really think we're going to stay in this flagging formation. So if I could draw it for you, we come down, we roll into this flagging. I think we're going to stay in this moderate flagging formation for the next couple of days. Now, I had highlighted yesterday that we have this upper channel, 2770, 2760, to this lower channel, 2720, maybe down to 2715. If we do get a breakdown, we're going to probably stay range bound this entire week. We are looking at a rally pattern today. So now we look at gold. We are looking at a rally pattern in trend mode, then a blank day, then an inside breakaway, then a momentum rally in counter trend mode. The way I read that, folks, is that we're looking at gold making a move today upward off of this support channel, probably back into the 2760 area, and then rolling into a flat day, and then rolling a little higher, and then rolling back down into this flat day, trying to maybe build some sort of a base out over here. So again, are we going to immediately collapse today? I doubt it. I think today is going to be, call it, the precursor. It's the precursor to the election. So we're going to be kind of in an early shock mode today. I don't expect much actually taking place today. I do expect gold to try to make a move up above 2755, 2760 today based on this rally pattern. And I expect silver to kind of do the same thing, just basically waffle around within that range. Helps if I type it right. So silver again is going to be waffling around within that kind of range. And again, if I come over here and I draw the range, you've got that lower channel setting up right across here. That's the lower area of the support channel. And you've got the upper area, I would say, is going to be around this area. And then, of course, you've got the breakdown range likely down in this area. So again, looks like I've drawn this a little off compared to my other charts. So I'll get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And you can see here we have this, you know, peak flagging, which I've drawn, breakdown into consolidation. And I think we're going to be seeing that consolidation rolling through the election, maybe setting up a low back over here around the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. So I think we're going to be in this range. And to be honest with you, I think that the deeper channel setting up this potential low down here, so we're in a 3 here. So what do we have here? We have modification 3. So we have a number 2 here. We have a number 3 here. We have a number 4 over here, consolidating. And then we have the 5 coming potentially down into this area. And what I believe we're going to do is just kind of trade sideways. Now, there is a risk of an anomaly event taking place right after the election. It starts pretty much around the 7th, 8th. I'll try to draw a box to show you. An anomaly event is a big price disruption. So, kind of in this area, all the way out to around the 20th or 25th of November, we get this potential anomaly event. Okay. And so be aware that this anomaly event is likely to drive some big volatility, but it doesn't really come until really around the 10th. So, probably right in that area. And we'll move this over here. And again, we are going to probably move into sideways trading like we have here. And maybe after the election, maybe after Wednesday, Thursday, move into more volatility with regards to an anomaly event. I'm drawing the anomaly event to the downside. I think it breaks to the downside based on my research, but we're going to have to see how it plays out. But I think we're going to be trapped in sideways shock mode, meaning the markets are going to really struggle to get out of their own way. Okay, and then whoops, lastly, we'll go over here to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has rallied up and reached its peak. You can see we've rolled through this, come right back down into this apexing area to try to find support. This may not be the end of it. Now, again, I do believe we're going to see the same type of consolidation through the election. But again, if we get that anomaly event around the 10th or so, we could see a deeper low. And a deeper low means that we could see Bitcoin, stall at this point because it is now moving in the number five structure. We've broken support. We're looking for the ultimate low. The ultimate low is probably going to be somewhere around the 67,300 or possibly down in this area, which is previous support around 65,000, depending on what the anomaly event is. Remember, the anomaly event sets up right around the 10th or 11th is the earliest time frame that we could be looking at the anomaly event, and it carries all the way out to the 20th, 23rd. So we're looking at a potential here to see this move through anomaly event over here. And this could be very dangerous for the markets, really quite dangerous for the markets when you consider what could be happening from around the 10th to the 20th post election, shifting of expectations. So we are right now, as of this point, searching for the ultimate low in Bitcoin. We are making an attempt to try to find a base or a bottom. Until we get true confirmation of that base or bottom, the Bitcoin is trending down. Okay. There's nothing you can do about it. It's in a downtrend. We do have some support right in this apexing area. You can see how it just found it and how these apexes set up very strong support level, normally support resistance, but we are, like I said, in a downtrend and we're moving towards this anomaly event. So be aware that we will likely consolidate into volatility around Thursday, Friday of this week, maybe early next week, and begin the anomaly event really around the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Okay, guys, that's it for now. Go back to the SPY, work on my next cup of coffee, and remember, we are just be prepared. The one thing I would tell you right now is remember, I told you guys way back over here. Where is it? Should be up here somewhere. There you go. Get to 85% cash. I told you guys way back here on October 23rd, 24th. Okay. If you guys heeded my advice to get the cash back here near these peaks and trade smaller amounts through the last week and a half, 2 weeks, you would be in very good position right now. I mean, essentially, Warren Buffett's been doing the same thing and moving into very light trading through this election week. I think you're going to be safe, very safe. So remember, if you haven't done it already, look at your account, put 85% of it over in a reserve, look at the last 10 or 15%, and then break that into 10 separate trading slots. So if you've got 20 grand left to play with after you put 80 grand, 80% of it away, safety, break that into 10 trading slots, 2 grand each, and you can trade all you want with that. That's a safe, healthy number to be trading with. But do not trade excessively over the next 5 to 10 days. The warning I'm going to give you right now is the markets are going to be very tricky, very difficult, and most people are going to really struggle. Okay. So you should have been heeding my warning, getting to cash over here, and then trading very small amounts through this congestion. We're looking at that anomaly event. We're looking at potentially a buy zone way out here. I'm looking at this. We're looking for support somewhere around 555, 553. And I do not advise buying a hedge yet. I will tell you right now, we are moving towards a hedge in this area and then potentially another one. See if I can get this over in this area. So, again, folks, do not get overly aggressive here. The markets right now are struggling to find direction. And I think this anomaly event could be very dangerous. Okay, more later, guys.